You may be wondering why this gorgeous looking G-Wagon is on the trailer. I'm going to explain to you why as we unload this thing and discuss the problem. All right, so for those of you wondering, we're starting out with a 2016 Mercedes G550. It looks pretty darn good. You may notice that it sits right, it looks right. It's got the cool Mickey Thompson tires, OZ Racing bronze wheels mixed with the green color on it. It's a wrap. It's a vinyl wrap that's botched, and that's why it's here. We actually, we picked it up from a vinyl shop to have this wrap put on it, and we got it back, and we, it's one of those things at first glance, it looks okay from 10 feet away, and you start looking at it closer, and immediately your heart sinks to your stomach, and you realize this is not a quality product. So last night, I called one of my colleagues who owns another wrap shop locally. He was booked out at the time, that's why he didn't do this one. I said, hey, I need help. I'm gonna bring something to you, take a look at it, give me your expert opinion, let me know what we can do on this. Took a look at it and said, hey man, I'm sorry, we gotta start over with it if you want it done right. Like, I hate to hear that, but it's gotta be done right. So here we are. This is a vinyl wrap, it's a 2016 G550, and we're gonna start over on it. I picked it up from the shop, we're gonna get it off the trailer, we're gonna get it in the shop, and we're gonna blow this truck apart, load it back up, and take it to the wrap shop where it's going to Evolve Graphic Solutions in Fort Collins. Those guys always bang it out of the park. But I asked for a Hail Mary. I said, hey, I need 2 weeks of your schedule with a dedicated guy to expertly get this truck squared away. He asked me to take it apart, bring him all the pieces and parts, and he'll knock it out of the park. So without further ado, let's get this off the trailer. And as I'm doing this, I'm gonna discuss the little things that caught my attention right off the bat that are a no-fly zone when it comes to wraps. Right off the bat, we had a patch right across this, and you can see part of it where I just peeled it off because I was sick of it. I couldn't deal with it. Why they cut that wrong? And it started with that. And you look around further and you see we've got bubbles, we've got spots where it started to pull away from the door jambs. And I purposely left this truck on the trailer so we can see it from a different angle. And you can see even in the belt line here where they seamed it, but we have bubbles that happen. Also, they didn't do this right. This is pitiful. They seamed it here and they seamed it up there. That looks awful. It shows that the workmanship wasn't there. So it's one of those things, when you're doing a wrap, it's imperative to properly prep the truck. And when you're doing a G-Wagon, you need to take it apart. And yes, it looks like a box. It looks like it should be easy to wrap, but it's not. There's so many surfaces on this that are flat, but there's also so many seams. And that's where, in order to do it correctly, we need to take the truck almost completely apart. What that means is everything that you see that's bolted on with a seal or gasket is gonna come off the truck. And it takes time, it takes hours. I'm telling you this from an educational standpoint. So when you get to that point in your life with your G-Wagon career and you decide, I want to change the color, or I want to have it wrapped, or I want to have paint protection film, you know what you're up against. So for starters, everything that you see is going to come off the truck. The spare tire carrier is going to come off the truck. The door handle, the wiper, the camera, all that's going to come off. The back glass in the door is going to come out. The seal is going to come out. The gaskets for the door hinges are going to come off. The back bumper is going to come off. Everything back here is going to come off. The tail lights are going to come off. The marker lights are going to come off. The door hinges or the door lid is going to come off. The side molding, this is going to come off. The glass is going to come out. That's one of those things you have to do in order to get this done properly. And no, the prior company did not pull any of that off. They asked us to bring them the whole truck and they were going to take care of it. I do know that they pulled the doors and none of the doors now shut right. So we're going to have to rehang the doors. That's one of those really annoying things that it bothers me when someone else creates work for us. So I've known Brandon up at Evolve for years now, and we have a great professional relationship. We know our lanes. And he says, he's one of those guys that calls me whenever he gets a G-Wagon in, and he says, hey, come get this thing, strip it down so we can wrap it. I said, no problem. And it's a great symbiotic relationship. On the front of the truck, the grill guard's gonna come off. The front bumper's gonna come off. The grill's gonna come off. The headlight surrounds are gonna come off. turn signals are going to come off. The emblem on the hood's going to come off. The little plastic grill on top of the hood's going to come off. All those items are going to come off so that we can properly get this thing covered without any seams. Now, this is a good time to point out the differences in the different products out there, because this truck has what's called a vinyl wrap, meaning that it's a vinyl product. It's limited flexibility, limited stretch. And what really happened on this is there's about a 24, 48-hour period from when we picked it up, it sat in the sun, and we walked back out to it. And that's when these bubbles that we're seeing really started to appear, and it got really hideous. So that led me to dive in a little deeper to figure out what product did they actually use on this. And I was not very pleased when I found out the product they used was basically a Chinese knockoff. It's a low tack formula that didn't have the stretch that it needed to actually go around these areas. So it basically shrunk and pulled away. So whenever that happens, you got to start over with it. So vinyl is an interesting one because it goes on dry. This truck, we're going to peel it. We're actually going to put PPF on there. PPF is a slightly different product. PPF stands for paint protection film. So don't pronounce it like you want to. I know. If only we could call all the car names by their acronyms, that'd be hilarious. So PPF is a different product. The reason we're going with that is we're familiar with the product itself, but it also comes with a 12-year warranty nationwide, meaning that because this is going to live out of state ultimately, we want to be able to sell it as a quality product with a certificate, meaning that if there is a problem in the future, they can go to another dealer of that product and have it warranted. 12 years is a long time for any kind of coating, so that means our product is really freaking good. And I've seen it firsthand, and I'm pretty impressed by it. Now, PPF is also a product that's a lot more flexible. It stretches. You can choose your sheen, your finish, but it goes on wet. That's the difference, is it goes on wet, and you squeeze it out, and you use heat to kind of manipulate it where you need to, but you get a much tighter product. Better end result, and you can mitigate a lot of those air pockets and bubbles that we have all over this truck. Also, because it stretches a little nicer and you can use heat to manipulate it, and it's a different tack, you can put it on in a larger sheet and not have so many dang seams. So like even the front fender, this is a pretty straightforward thing, but there's a seam all the way right down here. And you know, I gotta admit, at first glance I missed it, and now that it's on the trailer and I see it from a different angle, I see it, I'm just like, anyway. So also where they wrap this, it's already coming apart. This is really, really bad. But yeah, we're gonna pull all of this off. Look at that. This is it's not that sticky, it's a low tack. Doesn't have a lot of extra in there. Doesn't stretch a whole lot. Looks cool, it's got a nice metallic sheen to it, but not a quality product. So some of you may also be wondering, gosh, I'm really beating up on this, and hope the customer doesn't mind. Yes, I called the customer, he knows that we're doing this as well. I'm putting this out there as an educational piece for you guys so you know what to expect, and if you do have a truck wrapped, what a good wrap looks like versus a bad wrap. This is a bad wrap. This is not something you ever want to see on your truck. And because we were commissioned with getting this truck finished and over the top and making it happen, I pulled the plug on that and said, we're gonna make this right. So we're gonna pull back in, we're gonna pull it apart. I am gonna show you what it looks like when this truck is blown apart with all the pieces and parts, and we're gonna show you the reveal of it with the final product as it is completed with the right product and as it looks good. All right, so to recap before we go on to phase 2 of this, take a look at this truck. This is a vinyl wrap truck, a very poorly vinyl wrap truck. We've got off the trailer, we've got lots of boo-boos, lots of mistakes we're gonna take care of. You can see them all over it. I'm gonna take this truck apart personally this weekend because I gotta get this thing turned around. And you may notice in my tone and my voice that I'm very frustrated at this because this blows our time budget out of the water, it blows financial budget out of the water, and it sucks when we don't meet expectations on the first go-around. So I hate to have those phone calls, but I had to have it because this is not a product that we can turn out of our shop as something that is quality and befitting of this style vehicle. This is the kind of stuff that is a downturn. So keep that in mind as we go along. I'm gonna blow this thing apart. We're gonna get it prepped for a PPF film that is, it's oak green. It's basically a Porsche color that we're gonna match on this truck. And that's why we have the bronze wheels mixed with the black and the green. So it's gonna be a nice color combination put together. So anyway, let's get this thing in the shop. Let's move on to phase 2 as we take it apart and look at all the pieces and parts that it takes to properly wrap or PPF a G-Wagon. All right, part 2. We have the truck stripped down and ready to go to the wrap shop. Let's take a look at it and see what it takes to properly pull one of these down before it gets wrapped. And also we're gonna look at more carnage and why this is a bad job. Ta-da, here we are. As you see, we pulled the front of the truck off. The fender flares are off the truck. The turn signals, most of the trim's off the truck. In fact, all the trim's off the truck. We did not pull the glass though on the front. It is a brand new piece of glass there and a brand new windscreen. So we can peel that up through there. But this is what the process looks like. As you notice, we pulled the door cards off. We've got the lights. We've got interior panels. We've got some pieces on the hood. We've got the rear vents. Everything's bagged and tagged and labeled. We've got the front and rear bumper skins off. And yes, these are going to get peeled. And it's one of those things, the more we look, the more we go, the more things we find that we're just like, ooh, gee whiz. You know, even the front pieces and parts, when you start looking and you see, you know, this piece has a seam here, you've got a seam here. Anyway, little strips everywhere. It can be made a lot better. One of the big things that really got me is, you know, this seam at the back. This is all one piece, but they seamed it here for some reason. This is ridiculous. And yeah, this is fresh wrap, but I shouldn't be able to pull it like this either. So the adhesive nature of this is not really all that great either. Again, this is a low tack, not a high tack, so it doesn't stick all that great. But you can really see it's about 80 degrees in here, so it's pretty pliable. It just comes right off. So yes, we're going to take it up to Evolve. They're going to continue peeling the rest of the truck and prep it for a PPF. And we're going to do a PPF on this go around. It's an oak metallic green, basically to match a Porsche color. Some of you may find this oddly satisfying. Anyway, so this is the stuff. It's got a little bit of a kind of a texture. It doesn't really stretch all that much. Anyway, it's kind of interesting. Anywho, we're gonna get this thing loaded up. We're gonna get it on the trailer. We're gonna drop it off tonight so they can get started on Monday morning and get this process moving in the right direction ASAP. Okay, now we've successfully wrapped the truck. We have it back from another shop and we figured out what went wrong and what the final product should look like. Now this is oak green proper. We had to change the color because we went to a different manufacturer altogether. But we actually, now we have it back in our possession. We're gonna pull the flares back off of it, put the gaskets, put all the molding back on it, put all the right pieces and parts back on this truck to get it properly, for lack of better words, wrapped up, pun intended. I can't help myself. Anyway, take a close look at this. The key things are, we don't have any air bubbles, any air pockets. Everything looks right and tight. We don't have things that are peeling up. These body lines here are always really, really, really tough because there's just not a lot of area there for it to hang into. So anyway, we've got to put the glass back in it and get everything put together on this truck. But overall, I'm really happy with how it came out because we don't have any air pockets, we don't have any imperfections on it. And I have to admit, the green with the gold wheels looks really sharp. So this came out way better than anticipated. Anyway, we're gonna get to work on this. We're gonna get put together, finalized, and then we're gonna show you guys how it looks and what it looks like with the final project complete. And on that note, we have the final product. Now that we have the wrap on this truck, everything is put together. As you see, we've got all the trim, all the glass, everything wrapped up, pun intended, and done. This is what it should look like. This is a brilliant olive oak green 2016 G550 that's done correctly. It's finished off in the bronze OZ Rally wheels, just a nice touch. It's overall a nice truck. By the way, specs on this truck, for those of you wondering, this is a legit 2016 G550 sitting on a 2-inch GOAT mod full suspension package with our rock sliders, 33 by 1250 tires, Mickey Thompson ATs on OZ Rally wheels, bronze juxtaposed against the green. Can't beat it. Anyway, I hope this is helpful and informative to you. as wrapping a G-Wagon can be precarious and can be difficult if it's done incorrectly. If it's something you have a question on, get in touch with us, whether it's wrapping, PPF, or anything of that nature. We're more than happy to walk through it and let you know what it looks like. There's pros and cons, benefits and disadvantages to color changes or wraps or PPF, whatever it is. We'll be happy to discuss it with you and make sure we find the right solution for you. Let us know if it's something we can help you out with. I'm Joe Gocher, nothing but G's, Alliance Motorworks. Love to hear from you.